Hello and welcome back to the Lama Podcast, rated 5 stars on Apple Podcast by, sorry, I'm a bad podcaster, I didn't have it prepared. Let me click on my phone.
Oh my god, are you serious?
I am serio, let me click on my phone.
We just started this pod with the bad vibe already.
I'm
I
sorry.
don't like this at all.
Please forgive me, but I have it from Colombiana 805.
OB!
I wonder who that is.
I wonder who the Colombiana is, alright?
I wonder who the Colombiana 805 is. She says in the first part, love it. I wish it was Tuesday and Friday every day,
Damn right.
just so I can listen to these guys.
Yup.
They crack me up. Nothing made up. It's all real life
yes,
situations.
sir. Let them know.
Yes, it's true. At first I did it when I first read it the other day. I was confused. I wish it
This
was
is the
Tuesday
dumb
and
dude.
Friday every day. And I was like, what does that mean? Because I was only reading it in my brain.
Oh my god, come on,
But
man.
she wishes every day was Tuesday and Friday because
So
that's the
do
day we
I.
post this podcast.
Yes, sir.
And if you want to listen to this podcast, we have, as we said, we go leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts.
Yep.
It's one of the places where we have it. And if you leave a 5-star review, it's gonna be read and shouted out on the next episode. The Lama Podcast is also available on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Anchor, YouTube, and now Google Podcasts.
We're on YouTube,
If
boys.
there's any other platforms you would like, please let us know. Go on to all these platforms, just subscribe, follow, listen, and share.
Yes,
Also,
sir.
send your questions or suggestions to our email thelamapodcast@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram @thelamapodcast and everywhere else on social media.
Yeah, so, I mean, we got a great pod today, bro.
We do.
I think this is going to be one of the best ones.
Yeah, I'm
Or this
kinda
one,
excited.
this is the pod where it's going to set up the other pods. This is the pod, this is the beginning.
Yeah, because we've been searching for
great
a way to
podcast.
kind of like have our show set up.
Our show.
I have a bad time with S's.
But
Yeah,
I'm just
but
kidding.
it's gonna be a great way for us to have like something set up for our show, to have something, some sort of setup and a way that we're gonna direct it,
Yes, sir.
and we're gonna continue experimenting. You guys let us know what you like, what you don't. We're gonna keep doing it and keep bringing out this great content for all of you guys.
So yeah. Okay, now that the intro music, the badass intro music, just rolled through.
Oh, it played already,
It played. You didn't even know that.
dude. I did. Well, now I know that.
Now you know that, but that sounds solid.
They already heard it.
We haven't heard it, but it sounds solid.
Yeah.
It's the best thing we've
I don't
ever
know, I
done in
can't
this
remember how it goes.
podcast. Anyways, so we got a great podcast. I guess I'm going to let you guys know right now. Today is November 4th,
Yes.
Monday. So we checked out what day it is nationally,
Yes.
and it's National Candy Day.
National Candy Day.
So shout out, everybody go get some of that candy. What's your favorite candy, Jered?
My favorite candy.
Yeah.
It would have to be Twix.
Twix.
100%.
Left or right? Be-
Either one is fine with me.
Yeah. So I mean,
As long
my
as it's
favorite
a
candy.
Twix.
My favorite candy is Reese's.
Reese's Puff.
Reese's Puff, peanut butter chocolate
Peanut
flavor.
butter chocolate flavor.
Yeah, that's my favorite candy. Like I could eat that all day. That's my favorite candy. So if you guys want to send it to my house, some Reese's. I mean, it's cool. It's whatever. Anyways, it's National
Yeah,
Candy
we're not
Day,
gonna
ladies
give
and
you our
gentlemen.
address out here, but
But tomorrow, Tuesday, when you guys are gonna be listening to this, it's gonna be National Donut Day.
woo.
But we researched it. National Donut Day happens twice a year.
Yeah, on June 7th and November 5th.
November 5th and June 7th. What a great thing to have twice a year. It's like having Christmas twice.
Yeah, like except with donuts.
With donuts, exactly. So,
Instead of finding coal like I always would in my stocking, I don't know why that would happen. Santa give
Yeah.
me weird gifts, but
beep Santa.
I'd find donuts.
So, yeah, so it's like Christmas twice a year. National Donut Day tomorrow, November 5th. Ladies and
Yes.
gentlemen, everybody go out there and get your best donut. What's your favorite donut?
My favorite donut?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it has to be the chocolate twist.
Chocolate twist. I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it.
I love that one.
Mine, bro, I don't know, but I think I'm really into, I used to work at a donut shop for those who didn't know.
Yes,
I made donuts, and
I can
I was
confirm this to
really-
be true.
I was really hooked on the
Apple fritter.
apple fritters,
I
bro.
knew it.
This is freaking
You'd
bomb.
always bring those.
Dude, this is freaking bomb, dude.
Yeah, they're good.
As a child, I like the donut holes.
Donut holes.
I like
feel
donut
like
holes. I like all that cheap donuts. You know what I mean? The donut
Yeah.
holes. You got 10 for $1. I like
I've always been a chocolate person.
the
You know what I
twist.
mean?
I like the twist ones too. Yeah.
I like the twist,
As a kid, that's what I.
and
the
I
twist
hated
and
it because like I hated the regular bar,
and the
the donut like chocolate
holes.
bar.
Yeah.
I hated that. I only like twist. I feel like it was more delicioso.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty. So tomorrow we're gonna eat donuts, even though we can't because we're on a diet. But
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna pretend to eat a donut.
yeah, same. Everybody go eat a donut for us.
Yeah, please.
All right. So back to the potty, dude. I'm gonna let you guys know what's up. We're gonna be doing that every day. We're gonna start saying what national day it is. Even if there isn't one, we're gonna make one up. We're gonna call it National Llama Day.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
If you guys have a date for that, we probably
No,
ask the
we're
guys.
gonna make it.
We're gonna make a National Llama Day.
All right, we're gonna do it. It's gonna happen. National Llama Day.
Yep.
Anyways, I got a great pod. I'm gonna start off with this pod, and we're gonna start this off with the riddle. We're gonna do this every podcast, cause you know what, dude?
Giovanni he was like
came
we
out
were,
of
like,
me, and I
trying
was
to
like,
yeah, he was like, I want to do a riddle.
I was like,
go
beep it.
ahead.
Let's do a riddle, dude.
Yeah,
Think
and if
about
you guys like it,
it
let
keeps
us know.
everybody. We're gonna let you guys know what the answer is towards the end. If you guys already knew what the answer was, God bless you.
Yeah, we're gonna say it right now. The
Smart
riddle.
minds. So this is one riddle.
We're gonna say a riddle, and at the end, we'll say the answer right before we're about to do our outro and everything.
Yes, sir.
So, welcome to this new segment of JHOVAN'S riddle.
JHOVAN'S riddle, little riddle, dribble, riddle. All right.
We should make
Here's
a
the
little
riddle, okay,
soundbite.
guys? Everybody, get your earphones. Get close to the earphone. You know what I'm saying? Get to the speaker. Get close and listen nice and soft. Okay, ready, guys? I am something people love or hate. Oh, babe, love or hate. Okay. I change people's appearances and thoughts.
Ooh.
If a person takes care of themselves, I will go up even higher.
Oh dang.
To some people, I will fool them. To others, I am a mystery.
Ooh.
Some people might want to try and hide me, but I will show.
Ooh.
No matter how hard people try, I will never go down. What am I?
Ooh.
So I got Jered with this one. He's
I
like,
got it.
"Ooh,
I said something, and I'll say my answer at the end. But like what I thought it was, you know, and then but now I know I felt like
yeah,
I hate these riddles because they're like obvious. You know when you think about it.
You're like, oh, people, duh.
Yeah, and if you're don't Google it.
Yeah, don't Google
Losers.
it. Don't be a cheater, bro.
Yeah, don't be a cheater. We didn't Google it. Giovanni came up with that. But
yeah.
don't Google it.
Just
Just
my
don't-
mind's like, let me just trick this fool.
Yeah, Giovanni. Yeah.
I
So
Googled
just don't do that, please.
Nah, but I think what I'm gonna do is just ask you the riddle without you knowing it,
I think that's better.
and you're gonna be like, what the fuck? You're gonna start thinking if you're
yeah,
right
yeah.
or wrong. I'm not gonna let you.
You're gonna
know
have to
until it's
prepare.
done.
You're gonna have to prepare the riddles, but you have to make sure they're good riddles.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Hey,
So we got a great little
careful!
pod.
Don't spike your audio. Sorry,
Nah,
I'm
it's
just
okay.
gonna say
Everybody
that on
wants to
here
hear.
because don't let it spike. So,
I don't care.
So that way,
People
when
want
the
to hear me.
person when they're listening to it, they're not like, "Ow, my oídos." You get me?
Sure, yeah, whatever.
You want to jump into the first topic we have,
Yes, the next topic is.
or the first topic? I mean, you know, the one that's probably in the title.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So basically, what we're gonna be talking about today is about good or bad
Parenting.
parenting. Yes. Good or bad parenting. It's
Or
pretty
good
common. Everybody-
versus bad parenting.
I think good and bad parenting is just it's more of an opinion.
Yes.
Can I say that? Is that right?
Well, I think anybody can raise their kid however they want.
Yeah,
That's your kid. You
we're
know?
not. I mean, we're not parents.
I don't have a kid. Not that I know of.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. I think I had good experiences with my parents. Like why I think parenting is good and bad. You know what I mean? Like, I think I know what good parenting is.
I think anybody can go and look at somebody and be like, you know what? That's probably not the best thing for their kid, or you know, that's probably gonna make them like act a certain way or behave, or like it's gonna mess them up somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, like, just like with
Like there's
With
one,
us.
just like an extreme example.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like, and it's kind of like controversial. I don't even know why it's controversial.
what is
But
it?
like, people that say that they like their kid, boy or girl, that they're like, oh, my little 5-year-old boy, he said he's a girl, so I want to give him hormone therapy, so that way that he can grow up as a girl. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And it's like, so what they want to do is basically like not let the kid grow up as a boy or a girl. You know?
Yeah.
And I personally think that's almost child abuse. You know, if not child abuse, like that's horrible. But yeah, that's one example of the things I was saying that I think
Yeah.
is wrong.
Well, I mean, I don't really care that much about that, but I think we're not parents or anything, but I have a happy life. You know what I mean?
Whoop whoop.
I think my life is good. I think I'm a good person. I think sometimes I do some mistakes. I do things that are wrong, and I know they're wrong. So it's not really a parenting thing. It's more of a
Who I am, or like how I am.
It's how I am. You know what I mean? It's bad decisions that I've made and stuff. But it's not because my parents raised me to be like the way that other people see me to be. You know what I mean? But my heart. I think I have a good heart. I think I have a happy life. I know I have a happy life. So I think I think I've been parented correctly in one way or another.
Good for you, Jovan.
No one's perfect. My parents aren't perfect. To some people, but to me they are. So could I say that?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
I feel like I got like a kind of like a lottery with my parents. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they're like they treat me like way too good. You know what I mean? And like I personally, I don't think you could like, you know, to an extent, I guess you can never like over nurture someone. You know what I mean? Or be like too good like to them like in certain things. I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I look at other people with like their parents and stuff. Like, man, God, I got lucky because God gave me some great parents. If my parents were like that, I would have been something else, man. I would have been. You know what I mean? My parents aren't strict. First of all, I mean, I think my parents are the most least strict people that we kind of know. I mean, they're strict at some things when it comes to some things.
Like I think it's like important things, you know, and then like it's like, you know, it's like when they say something, it's like you better listen to me when I say, you know what I mean?
And it's I think that's because because they have so much trust in us, and we don't go around their trust. You know what I mean?
I think it's just that we don't
take advantage of it, basically.
Yeah, but as well, I think that we formed because of them, like good morals. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they put the foundation there to like be like, okay, these are good kids. Like, you know,
yeah,
I just
they probably are like,
you know, I let them be how they are. You know, and then when they do something like overly stupid, I'll correct them.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I mean, like I don't know, like I feel like. I don't know. They're just like good people. Like my parents are good people.
Do you want to say some things that like examples or like something that you feel like is something that could be wrong or like could be like, obviously again we're not like some psychologist or something.
Yeah, this is just
this is like an opinion thing. You know, just a disclaimer to everybody listening. It's more of an opinion based thing than something, you know, opinion and a discussion rather than like, you know, like, oh, here's the data to prove this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, for instance, like, let me think, there's, like, what was I gonna say?
Being a good example?
Yeah, like, being a good example. So, like,
or versus being bad example.
Yeah, like, say you see, like, for instance, my mom, like, I remember as a kid, like, there's, like, two families that we've seen just, like, out in the streets or whatever. And I've seen my mom just be like, she don't know them. She doesn't know them. Like, you know what I mean? Just like she knows who, like, they're from church and stuff like that, right? So she kind of like has that confidence or that
trust with
that
them
trust
or something.
in them, and you know, she'll take them in and she'll like you know what I mean? Like she'll help them out.
Help them out. Like if she sees like people that like need help with like.
Yeah, my mom's always been like that person to just help anyone out. Doesn't matter who it is, like she's always gonna want to help somebody out. Yeah, she's crazy and she's loud and she's really like she's a scary person when you first meet her. You're like, oh, this chick's scary, but she has a good heart. She's like really scary in a funny way. She's just hilarious. She's just like, that's why everyone loves Mutter, because she's like this little like how would you describe her? She's like a little
I think it's kind of like a chihuahua. You know what I mean?
Kinda, yeah.
Like it's like she's like
small and evil.
You know.
We're saying she's
but
nice,
like
she's
she's
evil.
like, you know, like also harmless and like, you know, she's nice.
Like, yeah, she's really
you know,
nice. She
like,
seems like you guys think, oh man, this chick's like evil or something. No, but that's just how she is. Like even when she's mad, it's funny. Like people laugh when she's pissed off. Like even her being mad is funny.
Yeah.
I'm always messing with her and stuff because I like getting her mad. It's funny to me. But yeah, like that's a good example. Like you see you know what I mean? There's like an example that, you know, as a kid. Okay, this is like some people say, oh, this is bad parenting, this no, whatever. But As a kid, I remember my mom. If I ever stole, I remember I stole one thing from the store. Right.
Uh-huh.
I thought it was clutch. You know what I mean? I forgot
Yes.
what it was. Like some toy.
I think it was in it like a little teddy bear or something like that.
Nah, I don't like teddy bears.
It was something like
It was
that.
like a frog or something.
There you go.
But yeah. So I stole like a little frog toy or something from Walmart.
Walmart? Okay.
Yeah. And Mutter found out once we were like in the car. She goes, "What is that?" I was like, "Oh, it's some toy that I came up on from the store." Or I told her some BS like, "Oh, I did this or something."
I found it. I don't know.
Some BS, right? She's like, "Oh, no, you stole that from the store. Now you're gonna go back. You're gonna talk to the manager. You're gonna say you're sorry and that you stole this." I was like, "Beep that. Heck
Yeah.
no. I'll go in there and I'll leave it there, but I won't talk to no one." Like, you know what I mean? Like as a kid, I was saying this.
Yeah.
And she said, "No, you're going to," and you know what I mean. So I
Yes.
went over there crying like a little kid.
Feeling like thinking the cops are gonna come or something.
Yeah, and they and was I guess what happened?
You give it back.
I gave it back. And
I remember another
yeah.
time we were driving somewhere and had the window down in the back, right?
Yeah.
And then there was this kid on his bike, riding. It was over there by Tommy Coons, where Astrid used to live. We were driving, like, I think to Astrid's house, like when she lived over there. And then I was driving, I think, and then like I put the window down, and then I yelled at this kid as we're passing by, "You're an ugly loser," something like that, right?
You did that?
Yeah.
You were driving or you were?
No, my mom was driving.
Okay.
And like I said something like, "Oh, you're an ugly loser," something stupid like that. Like that was like something a dumb kid would say, to offend somebody. Like,
Yeah.
you're ugly. And then I was like that. And my mom's like, "What did you just say?" I was like, nothing. And then she told me, "We're gonna drive back and you're gonna say sorry to him." I was like, "Dude, what the frick? No, don't do that. Like, there's no point in doing that. It's like he probably didn't even care. He's like some older kid." And then I was like, "No, we're gonna do it." Then she drove over there, and she ended up. We went over there, and she was like, "Excuse me." She yelled out the window, "My son wants to say sorry for calling you a stupid loser." And I was like, "I'm sorry for calling you a stupid loser." And then the kid was dying, laughing, because that was hilarious, right?
Yeah.
And I was embarrassed. And then, yeah, we just rode away.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of I don't know, like, for instance, there's people that there's a lot of negative people, right? And sometimes your conscience just tells you, you know what? You just assume things, you know what I mean? Or you're just like, it's easy to talk bad about people. Like if someone does something bad, it's easy to just say, you know what? Oh, it's because of this or that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know, something random. Say you need a ride somewhere, right? And you ask
You ask like some adult or some person there.
Or say your aunt or something. Like you ask, like if I ask Astrid, like, "Oh, Astrid, can I get a ride
to school or somewhere?"
And she says no.
Yeah.
Right? She says no. And then I told my mom, Mutter, Astrid said no.
Yeah.
And she said, "I said, ¿por qué no? What is she doing?" Like so talking.
Like, what
bad.
the hell? Why didn't she help me out? Like, I did this or I did that.
Yeah,
Why is she helping me?
You know what I mean? So
like,
it's like
it's just an example.
Yeah, that's an example. This doesn't happen. If I ask her ride for Astrid, she can give me a ride, guys.
Yeah, even if we're in Georgia.
Yeah. So, anyways, it'll be like that. Like, and they start talking bad, about someone that to us is close. You know what I mean? Like we're close to someone. It doesn't have to be someone that we're close to. It could be anybody. Like I don't know.
Like you could just be like, "Oh, ask your friend or ask this person if they can do this."
You start assuming that he can't get you right because of this or that, and they're like talking bad about somebody or something. You know what I mean? And as a kid, you see something like that. You see, for instance, like Mutter.
Well, like monkey see, monkey do. That's what you learn from. That's how you learn to assess.
Right?
That's how you learn to assess a situation.
Exactly. For instance, there's like there's so many times where I see my mom go, "Well, hold on. We don't know why. There's probably reasons and why. We don't have to ask."
You'll be like, "Oh, frick, like, why the heck didn't she do it?" Like example.
Okay, well, there's probably a reason for it. You know what I mean?
Like, "Oh, she's probably late," or like something
like that. But if your kids are just start assuming and they start arguing, like you talk bad, like there's a thing with in church that I heard that the brother said when he came once, the first time he came, the brother, he said, what did he say? Malos conversaciones.
Oh, dude, that's a hella common thing.
What is it?
Las malas conversaciones corrompen las buenas costumbres.
Exactly. Could you
Bad
translate?
conversations corrupt good habits.
Exactly. So that's what I mean. So when you
Yeah, that's like a thing that's like not only for parenting, that's a thing like for life. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like about
yeah.
anything that you believe in, anything that the way you work or the way you do things.
Yeah.
You know, if you have a bad conversation with somebody, that's gonna corrupt like the good habits that you
And the
have.
thing is, though, if you have that conversation with yourself, like a bat in your mind, where you literally you don't say it
Yeah,
out loud,
exactly.
but in your mind you're like, you know what, in your head, like, man, I wonder why Ashley didn't give me this because you don't like me, or you could be like, man, beat bastard, I'm gonna ask her for a ride, and I guarantee you she's not gonna give me, she's not gonna.
And
she's
then you're
say
gonna
no.
go and be like, "Hey, can I get a ride?" And
you're
it's gonna they're gonna be like,
yeah.
I'd be like, you know, like
Yeah.
no way, you know, or like
No,
even if
but
they
it's
say yeah, because they might feel bad or something, you know, they'd be like, then they're gonna think the same thing, like, damn, why does he have a problem with me? Just because I didn't give him a ride the other time?
But man, there's people out there that, I mean, honestly, I've had bad
Experiences.
experiences with people, some people, and
Don't cry, Jhovan.
no, I'm not. My eye hurts, so.
I'm just waiting for my eye.
No, but I've had bad experiences with people, and I don't know. There's some people where I've had bad experiences with, but it's an experience.
But we're like saying about, remember we're saying like about parenting that I think like that's like a bad human being trait
Yeah.
in general,
Mhm.
you know. But if you're teaching that to your kid, you know, that
Yeah.
like something happens and you're like, oh man, screw that person because this and that, you know.
Yeah.
Like I don't know who the heck they think
But
they
like,
are,
for
this and that.
instance,
That's a bad thing because then they're gonna be like having the conversations that we said like in our head, you know,
Yeah.
like that we just said like as an example right now. They're gonna be thinking that.
yeah. Yeah. So I mean, there's so when you see a good kid, like I'm trying to think of someone like that I just met. That's probably like or something like that. I'm trying to think.
Somebody you just met.
Yeah, someone I just met. I feel like there's someone I just met. I was like, oh, this is a good kid. I could tell he's a good kid. I'm trying to think who.
Was that the little kid in choir?
No, I don't know who. But anyways, there's just some. Oh, okay, no. There's the little girl. What's her name?
Who?
That's in the little kids choir.
Is it China?
China. Her name's China. This
The
little
one
girl.
that has the shorter one?
yeah.
The shorter one that wears her chalina like that?
Yeah. So
Is the sister's,
this
is
little
the sister's
girl.
daughter. She's so cute.
She's
she's
new
so
to
sweet.
town, right? So there's this little girl. She goes.
Because we help out with the kids choir.
Yeah, we kind of help out with the kids choir, but this little girl comes up to me and she goes, Giovanni. She goes, Giovanni, do you want a sticker? I was like, I want a sticker. She said, yeah, look, and she opens up her books. She has this book of stickers, a bunch of stickers.
What the heck, really?
And she's like,
When did she do that?
the last time that we went.
Oh, okay.
And we were giving away snacks to the kids, right?
Yeah, we're giving them because we give them snacks after.
And she's like, Johnny, you want a sticker? I was like, sure, I'll take a sticker. It's like, okay, she opens up her book and there's a bunch of stickers. I'm going through the pages, like a thick book.
Oh, yeah.
Going through the pages. I'm like for it's like, which one do you think fits me? And she's like, what does this one say? Because she can't read.
Oh, yeah?
I said, that one says awesome. So yeah, that one.
That one?
I want you to have that one. It's all right then, cool.
Yeah, that girl's
And that's
really
just
sweet.
a little girl. Like I've never talked to her. Like I the only time I like to kind of talk to her because she's new to town, right?
Yeah.
I kind of helped her with she was she has like questions and stuff, and I help her out. Like, oh yeah, this or that, whatever, right?
Yeah, like ask her.
Yeah.
And like she's the same
right
thing
after
with
she
me,
goes,
you know?
she's like, hey, you want a sticker? I was like, yeah. I mean, it's a good. I mean, what does that tell you?
Yeah, like her too. Like she'll talk to me all the time. And be like, brother Jered, what are we gonna? What? I'm confused. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you confused about, China? And she's like, it's 'cause I don't know. It's just like what you said this, but then I don't know what's gonna. I'm like, it's gonna be what I said. Don't
Yeah.
worry. You know?
Yeah.
And
So
she's just
there's-
like, okay.
And then there's kids that you see they do things where it's like
I think at the same time, you know, it's like sometimes some kids are just like,
that's just how the kids are.
you know, like there's some kids that are hyperactive,
Okay,
like
but
way
you
too
see
much.
this in now older kids, right?
Oh yeah, like if you're like over 12
You
or over 10 and you're acting like that, like you're not a kid anymore. You're like an adolescent.
a little older, right? You see a kid, right?
Yeah.
And this kid say he has how do I say how could I put an example? There's this kid, right? Say he sees that there's two sodas, say.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Or like two snacks on the table.
Two snacks on the table, right? And his best it could be his best friend, it could be anybody.
Yep.
And he's gonna go, okay, there's two sodas. I'm gonna hide one soda before he gets here, and start eating the other, or start drinking the other soda before he gets here.
Yeah.
right? Doing something evil like that. So,
Or like I remember, I'm not gonna say names, but like I had I saw this happen where some kid was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go do this," so the kid that like he was gonna go play with the toy from another kid, and said, "I'm gonna go do this so he can get mad." I'm like, "Why are you gonna do that? Why do you want to make him mad?" I don't know. He was mean to me, so I think I have to do the same.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But
It's
it's
like
a little kid. But there's
yeah, it's a little kid.
I'm trying to think of a good example.
Sorry about that.
But there's examples like those are little kids, right? They grow out of that.
Yeah, little kids.
Little kids are selfish. There's some kids that are little.
You know, like
kids that
we've
are
heard
selfish.
like examples before. You know, it's like little kids like they always want to do like travesuras. You know,
Yeah.
like throwing stuff in the back of people's head,
Yeah.
slapping them or doing something. You know, like
Like
always
a-
like that.
Yeah, there's always been like that. So if I say, for instance, like it happens a lot with your cousins, right? That's
Yeah.
where you experience it with your cousins, for instance.
Yeah,
Right?
or like in
Like, I'll
kindergarten
be-
or something like that.
Yeah. Say you used your cousins and you take something. You take something like you don't share with your cousin, for instance.
Yeah, like
You take it all and you hide it, whatever.
like if they
and-
put a bowl of popcorn or
Right.
something.
And your mom's just like, okay, yeah, go ahead. Don't let your cousin get to it. It's yours. Don't let your cousin use your Barbie. Don't let your cousin use
Your toy or
toy or
your
nothing.
Xbox
It's
or
yours.
something.
Don't let him play your Xbox. You play your Xbox. Don't let your cousin play your Xbox. That's kind of bad. You're teaching the kid
Yeah.
by himself doesn't want to share his Xbox or doesn't want to share.
Yeah,
her
they already
Barbie.
getting like this thing where it's like, you
But
know,
once you get
like over possessive where like my things are my things and I shouldn't be obligated to give you anything or I shouldn't feel like in any way, even if you're like my friend, that I should give you something. You know what I mean?
Or say like even like if there's another kid like me and Yetta, for instance, we're playing Xbox, right?
Yes.
And someone new comes to visit the house, say my mom's friends or something, and they have a kid that's our age, and
Yeah.
he wants to play with us, and we don't play with him, right? We're like, no, that kid's weird. Let's
Or
not play
like
with
we
him.
don't let him play on. He's like, "Can I play in the Xbox?" And we
We're
don't
like,
let him
no.
play.
My mom finds that out. She's gonna come in there and say, hey, let him play. Like,
Yeah, she'll get mad. Like
she'll
we've
get
done
mad.
it
It's
before.
like, yeah, we've done stuff like that as kids, right? Like, hey,
Like,
let
when we
them
were
play
younger.
or do this or you know what I mean? Like, it's like,
yeah.
it's
Like now, I just make sure I give him a crappy controller
yeah.
because like I'm like, you know, maybe one button doesn't work, just because I don't want him to mess up my controller.
Who are you talking about?
Huh?
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying, like, you just
Oh.
like, you know, obviously a kid, you know, like I don't know if
Yeah.
they're gonna throw it or something.
Yeah, so it's like I mean, yeah, so there's just some examples, like being an example, setting examples you get. Like I see my mom like be very nice to strangers, dude, like to strangers. So it's like, okay, how much more can I
Like-
be with someone like that I'm really close to?
Yeah,
family,
and
for
like
instance.
something my mom's always said to me, you know, and something I've learned, like, you know, like in my spiritual life and everything, you know, is like to always treat other people as they're greater than you. You know what I mean? Like the thing that my mom would always tell me is you have to live your life imagining that, you know, and obviously like, you know, to help people don't take it out of context in a way, you know, imagine your life that you are a slave to literally every other person that you meet. You know what I mean? That literally you're under them and you're there to help them either be happy, help them to like, you know, like whatever the thing may be. Like somebody in the store, let's say they come up to you, they're like, hey, you know where the bathroom is? You know, some random person. And it's just like, yeah, it's, I don't know. I think it might be over there. I saw it or something. You know what I mean? Like literally you're there to help somebody, always trying to be like a good person to everybody. You know what I mean? Like not saying a slave, like, oh, I'm going to do whatever you tell me. You know what I mean? But like being considerate of like helping other people. You know what I mean? And being like a person that's like, I'm going to go out of my way to help somebody.
Yeah, so I mean, there's I've seen my mom just like do some nice stuff for people and stuff. So I learned from like her to be nice with everyone and have a good mind. Like even if you think like if, for instance, like if Yedded, if I see Yedded has like a bad thought, even though Yedded does not have bad thoughts, he's like really innocent. Like that's how he is.
Yeah, I'm usually very positive, and I think that I look at things very logically. You know, like or like you know I try to at least. You know what I mean?
But say like for instance like Tigos, because Tigos more like.
And right now, since
Yeah.
he's like always like emotional and stuff.
Yeah, he's
like,
going through puberty, so he's like all like.
Yeah, maybe in the next podcast you're gonna hear him like, "Hey, I'm Ticos."
Yeah, he's going through puberty and stuff, so he's all like crazy, whatever. But Tigo, I'm like, Tigos, dude, just think the best about people. Don't even like, you know what I
Like
mean?
the bad thing should be like the last option. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like let's say somebody like passed you by, and like you were trying to say hi to them, and they just say hi. Instead of being like, oh, they're freaking ignoring me or dissing me, you know what I mean? Be like, maybe they're looking at the person behind me. You know what I mean? Like, oh, frick, that's embarrassing for me. You know, they're looking at somebody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you have like a problem with someone, right, or like and there's like you have a problem with someone, right, and
Yeah.
say you know like this person hates you for some weird reason.
Yeah, or they have some sort of like
Yeah.
disdain against you.
Yeah, and say they this person that hates you, whatever.
Like, it's like if you hear a rumor about yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going around and you're like, oh, it has to be this person
Exactly,
that
that's what
started
I-
it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what you meant, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has to be this person that started this rumor about me.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you could be 99% sure.
Or you could be like, you know, like,
You know what I mean?
like you can like infer and think like it might be that person.
Yeah, it most definitely was this person, but I'm not gonna say it was this person
Yeah.
because I don't know. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's like things like that where it's like, I learned that from my mom. Like, okay, you can't just assume that people did it, because there's people
That's
that are
like
gonna.
another thing about assuming somebody's intention.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's say somebody's like always been mean to you or something. You know what I mean? And then one day, like, and this also like another thing that people like, that you know, people have coined the term, being fake, right?
Yeah.
And I guess to a sense that's true. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, that's
that it is like that's like a true thing. You know, somebody that's like two-faced and they're being fake. But this goes back to the other thing of, you know, being like, you know, like having good mindset and being a good person. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That you can't be thinking like that. It's like, you know, somebody comes up to you and like they're being always been mean to you or they always done this, and then all of a sudden, what's it called? They message you or something and they say like happy birthday, or they say something good happened to you and they're congratulating you. You can't just be like, what the hell are they doing? What the heck do they want? You know what I mean? It's like maybe they have like a change of heart, you know, and they're too embarrassed to like you know, be like upfront about it and be like, hey, sorry, I messed up, I did this, you know. But maybe they're trying to like, you know, change in some way, you know. Like, you never know the whole thing. It's never good to assume something immediately.
Yeah, I mean, but like also like with that, it's when you know someone, right? Say like for instance, like Josh, he's really close to me, right? He's a friend of mine. He's really
Yeah.
close. If Joshy did me dirty, one
Like
way,
crazy,
crazy dirty, right?
Because like I think as friends, like we've done each other
Yeah,
dirty, like in
but
some ways.
something crazy dirty, like he did something really bad. It could be anybody else who did that to me, and I'm just gonna disconnect them from my life. I won't hate them. I'm just gonna disconnect them from my life.
Yeah, because it's
But
the same
someone-
time it's about being smart and
Yeah.
knowing what's beneficial for yourself.
Exactly, and fighting back. Like you gotta fight for yourself too. Like you can't. You learn that as good parents too. You learn how to fight back. You don't teach your kids how to be like, oh, okay, well, whatever. We got screwed, whatever. No. We're gonna fight back. Like that's just how it is.
Yeah, like kind
But
of
say
like
Joshy, for instance, say he does me dirty some way or another. I'm not gonna hate Joshy for the rest of my life
yeah, because it's like
because I have more good than I have bad with him. I know, like, you know what? He did that to me, but you know what? That guy's my best friend.
yeah, like he just had like a
He probably had a
dumb
moment.
thing.
He does it to me again. It's like, come on. Once it starts getting more and more like
You know, I think,
repetitive,
like,
it's like
friends, like, you know, there's always been things like that where like, you know, it's like comfortable levels there,
because
and then there's stupid things happen. You know what I mean?
because it's hard. It's hard to be a good person, and it's easy to be a really bad person.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really
I remember
easy.
I was
Also,
writing
it's
the
hard.
same-
It's hard to change the way you
Yeah.
are. If you're a bad person, it's hard to change back to be a good person. It's just hard. It's hard. Is
Yeah,
it not
it is.
possible? It's possible, but it's something that you don't see a lot. You don't see people changing. If someone's the way they are, they're not gonna change. It's just how they are.
Yeah.
Could they change? Yeah, they could change. It could happen. Yeah, totally. I totally agree that.
Can I read this thing that I wrote a while ago? It was kind of about this.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I wrote this thing and like I don't know why I like writing because if anybody follows me on Instagram, they know sometimes I post things about like motivational stuff or stuff about mindset, you know, because it's something that I think is important, you know, and too many times like we're talking right now, people think negatively about things, you know. People have a
people are
negative
just
view on
already
life.
thinking bad about us. Yeah.
So I wrote this thing: positivity versus negativity. And I put positivity as a conscious decision we make that can be difficult to make because we
Very.
get angered easily, offended, and misinterpret things.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a decision we must make. Negativity is something easy to permit. For the same reason, we can easily be overcome with anger, jealousy, and judgment against others. And negativity has a much louder voice than positivity.
Totally, I agree.
What makes headlines? What makes the news? What trends? Negativity.
Exactly.
Because most people are sadly giving too much ear to it, giving too much attention. All they hear is the judgments others make on them, looking for the wrong in someone else to be able to point the finger, looking to tear people down and have them socially condemned and ostracized. What we have it done to us, and many reciprocate the same things back, or they try to in many ways. But that's if negativity is filling your heart and your mind. If that's what you lend your ear to. What we don't see enough of is good news, support of one another, good deeds, common decency. We don't see respectful discussions of others' point of views and acceptance of those differences. And don't be jealous of others' success. Congratulate them instead. Support them. Don't tear them down. Instead of judging someone and their actions or situation, extend your hand or share some words of advice or help instead of ridiculing them. Too many people are so defensive in their opinions and beliefs. They never even allow others to have a different opinion without posting some tweet or photo laughing at their quote-unquote ignorance. When the real ignorant ones are the ones that can't allow difference of opinions, who don't respect difference of opinions, who every time they open their mouths, tweet, or go on Instagram Live, have something bad to say about someone. No shade, just truth. Be positive and listen to more positive people. Because negativity is an infestation that can't be ridden from some. Positivity is something you must decide to do and live by. Hashtag make positivity louder.
You wrote all this stuff?
I wrote that. Let me see when I wrote it. I wrote it a long time ago. August 14th, 2019.
So I mean, there's negativity it's a lot easier to.
It's way louder.
It's way louder. Yeah. You could be like negative about people and talk. There's more you could say bad about people than you could say about good people.
Yeah, exactly. When you go with somebody and you have a conversation about, let's say you have a conversation about something you don't like about somebody.
Sure.
That conversation is gonna go way longer than things you like about that person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you could say people could be like, you know what, this guy's like this or like that. He's
like, yeah, dude, the same thing with me. He was this way with me. I freaking hate that
But
guy.
with me, he's a good guy. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, no, that guy, okay, yeah, I'm hearing all this negative about this person, and I experience myself hands-on. I experience this person
more good,
totally different.
Yeah.
From what I heard, and what I hear now the way I was raised.
Yes.
Is never assume, right? Never assume things, and so if someone says, oh, this guy's like this, guy's like that, don't talk to him, don't be friends with him. That's already a negative vibe, right?
Yeah, it's like,
already,
why would you not want to be like? Why would you want to be like that with
vibe.
anybody?
Have we done it? We've done it before, but it's a negative vibe.
Yeah, and that's errors, you know.
So you don't want to give negativity away. So when someone says, hey, this person like this or like that, so okay, yeah. Whatever. But if once they could tell you that, but you yourself, you put in your mind, so okay, you know what? I don't know this person, so I'm not gonna assume just because this guy, it could be my best friend, told me that he's a certain way. He's a certain way, so I'm not gonna believe it. I'm not gonna assume that. And I experience it myself, and they say, you know what? This guy's actually got a good attitude with me. There's no negativity. There's nothing. It's just the way they're really good to me and whatever. I mean. What am I going to believe? You know what I mean? The positive or the negative?
That's your decision.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, you should just be like, don't be with people that are negative. You know what I mean? All my friends are positive. We clown each other in a positive way. So, just like that, you should be, you know what? They're clowning me, but in a positive way.
But they're my friends. It's just for fun.
Yeah, they're not over here going on Facebook Live or friggin' doing this or doing that, spreading negativity.
Yeah. And even like that, it's like, like, obviously, like, let's say they say something that's, like, kind of digs out of truth or something, like, dude, you're disgusting. You're huge or something, they say something about you, like, dude, you're so freaking narcissistic and full of yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you might be, and, like, but obviously they're joking about you because regardless of that, they like you and they love you of who you are.
But, yeah, anyways, talking about that, who cares? Let's get out of this.
Yeah, guys. Like I said, hashtag make positivity louder.
Yeah, whatevers, man. Beep this. We've been talking about bad, good parenting, and it came out of...
It kind of been like being a bad versus a good person.
If you want to be a good parent, do whatever you want. Just have positive vibes. Show your kid to give them positive vibes.
Show your kids to be happy. Show your kids how to be good, like,
You could be... like my mom. She'd be cussing a storm out here in the day. That doesn't mean she's a bad parent.
Just means she has, like, a little problem with cussing.
Yeah, but guess what her vibe is, dude, all the time. It's positive.
I think if you teach them good morals, at the end of the day, they're gonna be good people. You know what I mean?
Just show your kids positive vibes, bro. Just be positive, be nice,
and
be humble, be kind, and you're gonna be a good parent.
Always stay humble and
you're gonna be a good parent. That's good parenting versus bad parenting. When you live your life happy, and you live your life being caring for others and being nice and humble. I guarantee you,
Yeah,
you're
way
gonna have
better
a great
than
life, and your
being
kids are gonna have a
selfish.
good life.
Yeah, and I think
Guaranteed.
like another thing that's like important that I always think about, it's because ever since I've been learning about more about positivity and like how your brain like that can even affect your brain, like your literal physical brain. You know what I mean?
I don't care.
It's like like having negative thoughts, like they've shown like in brain scans that
Mhm.
literally it affects. It looks like it looks like you have a hurt brain when you have thoughts about somebody you dislike. Your brain literally shows like totally different compared to a brain that is thinking about something they like, thinking about
Sure.
something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like teach yourself. We all need to teach ourselves, teach our brains to be more positive people.
Yes, sir. So remember, guys, these topics are
A little heavy,
a little heavy.
but I think they're interesting to talk about.
Very
And interesting to
Should
hear.
be.
If you guys have an opinion on this, we'd love to hear it. And like we would love to hear something
go
about
on the Lama Podcast. You guys, or the Lama Podcast Instagram, and you guys could
send us a DM there about
us
what
know
you
what you
think.
think. Tell us we're
Or
wrong.
send us an email at the Lama Podcast.
Be
the Lama
me.
Podcast
Send not
@gmail.com.
negativity our way.
Yeah, give us your criticism. It doesn't matter. Like we want to see what everybody thinks about this
Yeah.
topic. We think it's an interesting topic, and we'd love to hear everybody's conversation, everybody's opinion on it.
Yeah, go ahead. Let us know. Anyway, so out of that, let's just say something. Yedid wanted to do something called what was it?
The Llama question.
The Llama question. It's a little segment we're gonna have. We're gonna ask you guys a question.
Yeah, and
you guys let us know.
we came up with an acronym
Yeah.
for it. So it's a question that we're gonna llama, and by that I mean let's ask my amigos.
Let's ask
A
M
my
A.
amigos. Let's ask my amigos this question.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, but
Okay.
I think it's kind of lame. But let's do it. I don't care. I told him.
You
wanna
know, I
some
wanted
other
to
stuff?
do
I
something
said,
to make
okay.
people have people participate more. You know what I mean?
So I mean,
'Cause I know a lot of
I was
people
with
like it.
I was with it though. So I was
a
like,
lot of
alright,
people,
whatever.
have told me they like the podcast a lot.
Yeah.
And they like listening and tuning in. They think it's funny and everything.
Right.
But maybe we could have this as a way that we can
Sure.
have people participate more.
Yeah. So just
DM it or something. DM us with this thing telling us your answer.
Yeah.
Or send us an email with the
What you
with the
guys
question
think or
in the
what you-
subject. Like what you guys think or what your answer is.
Yeah.
And we'll be posting on our Instagram
So
all the
this-
the answers that we get.
So this is called this segment is called the Llama question.
The
right?
Llama question
The Llama question. So the Llama question of the day of this pod
of this podcast.
is what is everybody's weird food combination? What's something
The
that
weirdest food combination
Yeah.
that you like.
or that you like or
Or
that you've ever
had
done?
and enjoyed.
Yeah.
Because if you put poop in your ham sandwich,
That's gross.
that's disgusting, and I don't want to hear about it because it wasn't good. Obviously,
Whether it is ketchup and mayos mixed together, if it's I know Colombians do this. They put cheese in their coffee.
yes, I personally have never had that, and it kind of scares me.
Stuff like that. Whatever you guys got over there. I'm trying to think what someone said. Someone said something gross last time.
Probably like some Salvadorian people or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so if you guys got some weird food combinations that you guys have heard of or you guys have tried, let us know. And we're gonna put it in. We're gonna tell you guys what everyone said on the
our
next
Instagram.
pod. So
and on the podcast.
and on the pod. Okay,
yeah,
so
we'll read a couple on the podcast and post some more on
so
Instagram.
that's the llama question. Don't forget it, everybody.
This has been the Llama question.
Yeah. So, anyways, I got another question. Okay, for you, Yedded.
Okay. So, yeah, and like explaining this, I came up with the idea because as we were doing this, we didn't have like something very much. We had this heavy topic and we wanted something small,
Yeah.
but we just got a couple random questions that Jhovan thought up of to ask each other.
So, what movie? What's your movie that you could watch over and over again?
That I could watch like a million times.
Yeah, I want to
And
know
be
everybody's
content?
movie, whatever other movies you guys want.
Yeah, if you guys want to send that in, let us know
go
as
ahead.
well.
We'll make that a llama question.
So
So might as well beep it. Hold on. What's the weirdest food combination you ever had?
the weirdest food combination I
Yeah,
ever had.
beep it.
I'm trying to think. Weirdest
Start
food
with that one.
combination. I always say usually mustard on anything. Almost anything.
And I mean like the whole bottle of mustard.
Yeah. No, I think pork rinds, chicharrones.
Yeah.
I put mustard on them one time because they were bland.
This guy likes mustard, dude. It's crazy. This guy
My
could
tongue,
do the whole
My taste buds
whole
love
bottle. Dude, I'm not even joking.
My
It looks
taste
like
buds
the
like
whole
it.
bottle's on this.
that. I'd
on-
rather have a
the
little
plate.
bowl of mustard than a little bowl of ranch when I eat something.
It is weird as hell. Anyways, so mustard with literally anything, huh?
Almost.
Almost anything, huh?
Yeah, like if you imagine something you would use ranch for.
Mm-hmm. Pizza.
Mustard.
Wow.
No, actually, that one is more ranch, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like, I still like pizza.
Salad.
A salad? No.
So you what else do you freaking what? Okay.
Okay, wait, hold up.
What about a wing?
I remember one time.
What about a wing?
A wing?
Like from Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
I think it's like equal.
You dip it in mustard instead of ranch.
I would consider dipping it in mustard.
Something's wrong with you. I think you're a devil child.
You think that's weird?
No, I think you're the devil.
Oh,
or
thank
the
you.
child of a devil.
Oh,
I don't think you're weird. I just think that's why you like mustard.
That's my characteristic.
Sure. Anyways, so that was your question. What's my question?
Oh, the movie.
Since you didn't want to ask me. Hold on. You didn't want to ask me.
Oh yeah, what's yours? Sorry.
Since I'm not important or whatever. I'm just gonna answer by myself.
Correct.
Weird food combination. Never had one. I'm a very conservative dude. I don't mix anything. I like ranch on my wings. I'm not weird.
Okay, good for you. Next question. Movie you could watch over and over again? Step Brothers, 100%.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, Step Brothers is a good one.
100%. I've watched that movie about 500 times. Oops, sorry, I'm clipping the mic. But I've watched that movie about 500 times.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, and I can watch it over and over again. I love it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And he puts his balls on his drum set. It makes me laugh.
That's a good movie. I would say that one, but I don't know, man. There's a lot of movies I could watch over and over again. Remember the Titans, a good movie.
Oh, that's
it
a good one.
It depends how I feel. If I want to have a good laugh, I'll probably maybe Step Brothers is one of them.
Step Brothers 100%.
If I'm in love, I'm probably gonna watch 50 Dates.
50 Dates? Which one?
Or is that one? 51 Days or 50 Days or that?
I think so.
With Adam Sandler.
50 First Dates?
50 First Dates. There you go. If I feel emotional and I want to cry, I don't cry in any movies, but like I'm watching the one that Mooder was gonna choose. I Am Sam.
That's a sad movie.
And if I want to watch a movie, whatever movie, like any football, I could do like any football movie. I like watching those. Any war movie, I like. 300 is a good movie if I want to feel like a badass. It all depends how I feel. But I could watch movies over and over.
Step Brothers, 100%. Any mood. If I want to cry, I can make myself cry in some parts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm in the mood for crying, that will make me cry.
Yeah. So it's those things that just like. It's like, bro, what the beat? What's something you never tried before?
I've never tried before?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever eaten.
Like something you never eaten yet.
I've never eaten deer. I know that.
No,
that's a thing here.
We've had deer, dude. I killed a deer.
I don't think I got to eat any of it.
No, wow.
I don't think I got to eat any of it.
Sad, bro.
Because remember
it
when
tastes
when we were moving, we threw it away because it was like in the fridge for a long time.
It was like deer tastes kind of like, well, I don't know. Apparently, deer tastes different from California to here. The deer tastes different, but I don't know. But this one tastes pretty good, kind of like beef.
Like beef?
Kind of like beef, yeah.
Oh dang, that's crazy.
It tastes kind of like beef, and it was pretty good. The deer.
Wow.
Something I never tried that I want to try. Let's see.
Ooh, fried Oreo. I want to try that.
Nah, I mean, I imagine it just tastes like an Oreo that's fried.
But what does that taste like?
An Oreo that's just fried.
Exactly.
So I don't really care. Something I want to try, dude. I don't know, dude. I'm trying to think. Maybe something crazy like. Oh, you know what I want to try? No, not that. I'll try frog legs.
Ew, I would not eat that.
I heard those are good.
Wouldn't eat that.
I'll try some of that. Yeah. So, anyways, that's that.
Yeah.
So, Jered.
Yes.
Another question.
Since
we're out here doing questions.
Okay.
Do you believe in aliens? Do you think they're out there?
I think there has to be some sort of other life forms.
So you think there's aliens? What do you think they look like? Like little weird like animals, or you think like?
I think they're like animals. I don't think that they're like
humans?
highly.
Or do you think they look like cavemen? Or do you think they look like?
I think they look like some sort of disgusting mutation that my mind can never come up with.
You think so?
Yeah, and I don't think they have like some sort of high level technology. You know what I mean?
I was gonna say, you think they're like from like those sci-fi movies? You think they're like Star Trek? Like
like they say like things that like they have parts from UFOs. You know, like in things I've watched, like of Joe Rogan and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I believe that might be true. You know, like I don't know what's out there. You know.
Yeah, I don't know.
The only thing I'm saying is that it's a possibility.
I don't know.
You know, I'm saying it's a possibility.
Sure. Yeah. So another question.
Okay.
Where do you get your news from?
Where do I get my news from?
Yeah, like where's your news
Yeah,
source?
I don't
like,
watch TV.
Yeah,
I think that's the worst place you could listen to news ever.
we really don't watch TV, so I would
You know,
say,
if you like listen to CNN and Fox and stuff like that, I think they're the worst people to listen to.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's
Boring
good.
as hell, dude.
I think it's good if you listen to because those places obviously they're very biased on the news. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like news in general just sucks because it's just like bad.
Well, I mean, any social media you can get your news like
Instagram. I listen to stuff on YouTube
and
watch
weird
guys.
To me,
and I
that's
usually
weird.
watch people that are very radical. You know, either way, right or left.
Yeah.
I watch people that are radical on both sides because I want to see what their arguments are. You know, and make my decision. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, I get my news from like Instagram or Snapchat.
You like getting the bite-sized stuff.
Or I'm not really big on it. That stuff. Twitter's really big on that.
Okay.
Not really on YouTube. I'm yawning too.
Sorry, I have to yawn.
I got this app, a news app on my phone,
Oh yeah, I've seen you use it.
and I like going on it sometimes when I'm bored. And I like to see the news happening back home in Santa Maria for some weird reason. I like watching the news near me, like local news. Stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I like seeing like what's happening around here in Georgia or in my town in Gainesville and Hall County. Also I like seeing what's going on in Santa Maria and the Central Coast.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
so
great.
that's my news. That's my news.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just showing me the neck cut thing. He's going like that with his neck like this.
Yeah, I want to kill myself.
Yeah, so I don't know what.
I'm just letting you know right now on the
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah, so remember, guys, there was a riddle in the beginning.
And if you stay tuned in these last 40, 50 something minutes,
40 to 50 minutes.
you will now be listening to the answer to that riddle.
To the answer of this riddle.
Do you want to please read again the riddle so that
Yeah, so
everyone
basically-
that has been curiously wondering and pondering.
Oh yeah, let me get my cellular out again.
Cellular device.
Oh, bless me.
Amen.
Let me see.
God bless you.
I am something that people love or hate.
Ooh.
I change people's appearances and thoughts.
It changes.
If a person takes care of themselves, I will go up even higher.
Elevate.
To some people, I will fool them. To others, I am a mystery.
Ooh.
Some people might want to try and hide me, but I will show.
Ooh.
No matter how hard people try, I will never go down. What am I?
And I thought when we first... Oopsie. Sorry.
Also, when we do this again, I'm not going to be telling him the answer.
Yeah. Before we did this,
He
Giovanni
knows
told
the
me the answer.
So
But I'll tell you what I thought at first.
Yes,
right?
sir.
I'm
Let
gonna
him know,
try to
baby.
next time, Johnny's going to be preparing these beforehand, and I will know. I'm going to give you guys a genuine thought. But I thought...
you know what, dude?
the first
I'm going
time-
to record a little music so that we could do like the segments, you know what I mean? JHOVAN'S riddle, little devil, dribble,
I know,
devil, something.
We'll
I'm
do
gonna
it.
something.
Yeah, but...
Someone
what's
send
it
me
called?
some fire beats. Jacob, freaking Fabian, you little beat stirks. Send me some fire beats, bro.
Yeah, what's it called? We'll send you a sample of us saying something stupid if you want.
No,
So you
just
guys
send
can
me
do
a fire beat and I'll spit some fire out of there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, but I thought to the answer to that
Spit some fire. you know what I'm
was
saying?
confidence, you know?
He
And,
said
like,
confidence.
It could never
what a
go
loser.
I thought, like, the way you're saying it, like, it could change people's opinions or self-esteem, you know? I was thinking
Or their thought.
it could change their thoughts, their opinions, you know?
You could try to hide it,
You could try to hide your confidence, your
but I
self-esteem,
will show.
but you're going to show if you're confident or
That's a good
full
answer.
of
That was a good one. Yeah.
an ego or stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
So that was my answer. And what was the actual answer?
It's age.
Age. Yes.
Oh, beep! Everyone's mind's just exploded.
Everyone's throwing their phone. God damn it!
I knew it.
I know the answer!
I knew it was age. I knew it.
I know it!
You did not know it. You lying sons of guns.
Yes.
You guys gonna say something stupid? What are you gonna say?
Nothing?
Okay, I can see your face, and sometimes I could just tell when some stupidity is coming out.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
I do not appreciate it.
It's okay. I do not care. No, just kidding. Those are positive vibes, y'all. It may seem negative, but they're positive, okay?
Yeah, it's all positivity.
It's all positive stuff. It looks negative, but it's not.
Yep.
Like, we explained this already. We don't have to explain it, you guys. You guys already know. We've been talking about this for an hour and whatnot.
Yep.
So remember, guys, also answer the questions we just asked ourselves. Let us know. These are llama questions, bro.
These are the llama questions. The Let's Ask My Amigo questions.
Yeah, let's ask my amigo questions, bro. So, like I said, hit us up on Instagram.
Yes. Once again, if you guys want to listen.
I'm going to start. Okay, look, the only reason there's not a lot of posts because Jed is the one that posts stuff.
I'm the one that does
But I
want to
post. I want to post stuff on it, but it's like, dude, Jed puts like the captions and stuff. He makes it all weird, like all like professional. I can't do that.
Well, I told Jovan that just like, dude, do whatever you want, and I'll make it look good or whatever. You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna start doing that.
Yeah, we're gonna start, like we said, we're gonna post. We're gonna right on here on the podcast. Next podcast, we'll bring up the llama question, and the llama questions,
Sure.
and say a few of the answers you guys gave us, and we'll also be posting them on Instagram. So for some kicks and laughs there.
Remember, guys, we're on YouTube, so don't forget to go on YouTube.
If you want to listen to the Llama Podcast, please listen on Spotify, Anchor, on Google Podcast, on Apple Podcasts, on all these different platforms. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts so you can be shouted out on the next episode of the Llama Podcast. Once again, on YouTube as well. We're trying to grow a presence there because in somewhat future, we want to be able to record our episodes.
Yeah,
video.
we're gonna eventually. You guys are gonna be seeing us chilling, like.
We're gonna have like we're in the process of we're gonna be in the process soon of building a shed.
Yeah,
and it's gonna be like our studio.
It's because there's a lot of rain stuff, like It's like there's not rain.
And yeah, we wouldn't be able. It's just that we wouldn't be able to build it, and it would be like the wood be getting messed up and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know?
so I'd be like, but yeah, you guys should see me right now. Right now, I got my legs kicked back in this little closet.
Johnny's in a leather chair, and I'm on this dumb little stool. My butt hurts.
You guys can see us picking our noses while we talk to you guys.
Yes.
You can see how my pants are so dirty.
But yeah, once again, if you guys want to, please listen, share, go on YouTube and subscribe. We'll have that linked in the description.
Yeah.
So you guys can go over there, subscribe, and give it a couple listens if you'd like as well.
Yeah, listen to that smack. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And I think that's everything.
All right.
Yeah, follow us as well on Instagram. Me, Jered A. Garcia, as you know. __ JHOVAN __. And this has been, if you guys like this way that we set it up, let us know.
And if you don't, let us know, but we're still going to do it like this.
Yeah, I think so.
We're going to be saying riddles. You guys are going to try to answer it halfway through the thing. We're going to be doing llama questions. Let us know the llama questions.
Llama answers.
Llama answers, I mean. I don't know what else to do.
This has been the Lama Podcast episode, whatever we're on, and we hope you guys have enjoyed. Once again, I am in a military salute.
I am chilling with my arm and my hand behind my head.
I just put my hand down because I don't like doing the military salute. I don't want to have to do it every time. And it seems kind of somewhat disrespectful, but this has been the Lama Podcast.
My legs are out.
Thank you for listening.
Chilling.
Tune in next time. Goodbye.